Hi, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am welcoming you everyone for one more interesting video. So today I am going to discuss Leetcode question 50, right? That is power of x comma n. But before going to see that problem statement and its logic, first of all, I want to tell you one small topic that is called binary exponentiation. So this topic is very important to solve that problem. So before going to see that problem, so my point is I will first explain what is binary exponentiation along with codes. Then if you understood this topic clearly, then you can able to write the code for this question number 50, which is power of x comma n. So I hope you understood what I am doing in this video. So without further gets delay, so let us move on to the topic first. Yes, let us see what is binary exponentiation technique. So basically this technique is used to calculate the x to the power of n value effectively. Okay? So this is used for calculating the value of x to the power of n value effectively. Means faster way we have to calculate x to the power of n value. Okay. So basically the x to the power of n value we can calculate by doing normal approach also, that is by doing brute force. Okay. So by doing brute force approach also, we can calculate x to the power of n value. For example, x is 3. Now let us take n value is, for example, n value is, for example, a base is 2 and let us take n value is 5. So it means that I want to calculate 2 power of 5 value. So it means that 2 power of 5 is nothing but what? Multiplying 2 with itself for how many times? 5 times. Yes or no? Right? So this is nothing but 2 power of 5 value. Yes or no? Right? So here what I will do is initially I will take one result 1 and I will multiply 1 with this first 2. So my result is what? 2. And again I will multiply this result with the second 2 for second time. So my result is what? 4. Means up to now we did the multiplication. And this result 4 I will multiply with the next third 2. So my result is now 8. So it means up to now we did done with 2 power of 3, right? That is 8. Again, multiply this 8 with the 2. So it will be 16. So means 2 power of 4 we have done. So next multiply this 16 with the 2 power of 2, right? So it will be 32. So it means that how many times we multiplied 2 with this result to 5 times. So it means that the time complexity is what here? 5, order of 5. But here n is 5, that's why order of 5. For example, we have power is 10. It means 10 times you have to multiply every 2 with this result. It means how much time it will take? It takes 10 times, 10 units of time. So it means that the time complexity of this approach is order of n. So you have understood this, right? So for example, n is 100. It means that how much time it will take? It will take 100 units of time. It will take to give the answer of 2 power of 100. But we can do better than this. We can do better than this speed. That we can do by using binary exponentiation technique. Okay, let us see what is binary exponentiation technique by taking one example. Okay, but before that, I want to take a small mathematical logic. Tell me how to write 2 power of 4. That you can write by 2 power of 2 into 2 power of 2. Right? You know these things, right? Okay. So, for example, I want to calculate what is the value of 2 power of 10. How to write 2 power of 10? That you can write like 2 power of 5 whole square. Yes, or no, 2 power of 5 2 power of 5 whole square means it's nothing but 2 power of 10. Because we know the formula, right? X to the power of m to the power of n is nothing but x to the power of m into n. So this mathematics you know already, right? No. So here to calculate 2 power of 10, to calculate 2 power of 10, if you know 2 power of 5, then that result you have to square. Then you can directly get 2 power of 10 value. Yes or no? Right? Good. So our target is what? Next you have to calculate what is 2 power of 5. So come to next step, 2 power of 5. Again, how to solve 2 power of 5? This you can write like 2 power of 2 whole square into 2 power of 1. Why I am writing 2 power of 1? Because 5 is odd power, right? Good. Now here you don't know what is 2 power of 2 value. Yes, and if you know 2 power of 2 value, then directly square that value and multiply that value with 2. right? Again, so here we have to calculate in the next step, we have to calculate 2 power of 2 value, right? So calculate 2 power of 2. So how to write 2 power of 2 again? You can write like 2 power of 1 whole square, right? So you have to understanding what I'm doing, right? Now, here, the 2 power of 1. Here, if you know the value of 2 power of 1, if you square that result, then directly you'll get 2 power of 2 value, right? Good. So here the unknown value is 2 power of 1 value. So let us calculate what is 2 power of value, 2 power of 1 value next step. How to write 2 power of 1 value? That will be 2 power of 0 whole square into 2 power of 1. Right? Here 2 power of 1, 2 power of 0 value we don't know, right? Right? We have to calculate this. So what is 2 power of 0 value? 1 actually. So 1 square we have to do, right? Good. So here what is unknown value here? It is 2 power of 0. 2 power of 0. But we know the value, right? What is 2 power of 0 value? 1. We know all it, right? In mathematics, x to the power of 0 always 1. Because if power is 1, irrespective of the base value, output is always 1. So 2 power of 0 value, we already know. This is the base case. Now, let's see how we have to backtrack here. So what is 2 power of 0 value? We got 1. So keep this value 1 here in the previous step. So what is the 2 power of 0 value? We got 1. So 2 power of 0 got square that value. Right? So what is my uh, this overall answer? This overall answer will become 1. Yes or no? 1. So let us consider it as a result. Okay. So result is now 1. Now here power is what here? Odd power. If power is odd, to this result, again you have to multiply this 2 because power is odd, right? So 1 into you have to do 1 into 2. So what is my result now? The overall result will be what? This overall result is what? The total, this result is 2. Understand? No? No. So this result to denotes what? This result to denotes 2 power of 1 value. So keep this 2 power of 1 value result in the previous step. Right? So how to calculate 2 power of 2 value? It is nothing but 2 power of 1 whole scale. But we already know what is 2 power of 1 value. So what is 2 power of 1 value we got here? 2. So keep this value 2. Keep this value 2 here. So this is nothing but result. So this result is 2. 2 square how much? 4. Right? So what is my result here? What's my result here? 4. Right? So I hope you understand what I'm doing. Right? So 2 power of 1 we calculated already. That result I am substituting here. I am squaring that result. You will get the final result 4. Right? Now, we are not done yet. Okay. So this, what is the 2 power of 2 value we got here? 4. So keep this result here in the previous step. So what is the 2 power of 2 value? 4. 4 square value how much? 16. So here, what is my value up to this point? It is 16. 16 means what? It is nothing but 2 power of 4 value. But we want 2 power of 5 value, right? It means that as power is odd power, then multiply 2 with this result. So the overall answer will be this is already 16. We got from 2 power of 2 by doing whole squaring it and into 2. So the overall answer will be, my result will be 32. So this 32 denotes the value of 2 power of 5. If you know the 2 power of 5 value, then substitute in the previous step because we want 2 power of 10 value, right? How to write 2 power of 10, 2 power of 5 whole square. So what is 2 power of 5 value? Already we got to 32. So keep this result here. So 30, 32. So 32 whole square how much? It will be 1024. So this is my value of 2 power of 10. You can see here the power is what? 10. And for next step, what is the power? 5. It means that for next step, the power will become half of the previous step, right? So the power is becoming half. And for next step 2, right? Power is 2. So it means that half of the 5 is what? 2. So it means what? As I am going from current step to next step, the power is becoming half, right? So this is important. While writing the code, you will understand, right? So here, for every step, you have to make, for every next step, the power you have to make it into half. And moreover, here, how many steps I performed here? Only 4 steps. It means what? It takes you only 4 units of time. But if you calculate 2 power of 10 value by using brute force solution, it takes 10 units of time. It means that by binary exponential technique is faster compared to brute force approach. So I already told you, right? Brute force approach time complexity is order of n, so it is directly proportional to power. But whereas the binary exponential time complexity is order of log n, right? Why it is order of log n? Because every time I am dividing the problem into two problems, right? I'm doing power, right? So 2 power of 10 I'm making into two halves. So 2 power of 5 into 2 power of 5. And 2 power of 4 I'm making into 2 power of 2 into 2 power. Like that. Every problem I'm dividing into two problems. So that's why the time complexity is order of log n. So now let us see the coding part. Yes. So now for explanation, explaining the code here, right? So let me take one example. For example, I want to calculate 2 power of 6 value. I want to calculate what is 2 power of 6 value. Okay. So here, see how it is happening. So here, otherwise I will explain like this. Okay. 2 power of 6 you want, right? Okay. So here, what is the x value for this block? It is 2. And what is my power here? 6, right? Now, here, is power is 0 here. If power 0 means it is nothing but 2 power of 0. 2 power of 0 value is what? 1. So in that case, output supposed to be 1, but here power is not 0, it is 6. So power is 6. If condition false, then what you will do? It is nothing but what? My result is what now? So result is equal to what? It is nothing but how to write 2 power of 6? You can write like 2 power of 3 whole square. Yes or no? Right? So means this power you have to make it into half. That is 2 power of 3. So again, this result is equal to power of x is same only, but power I am making into half, right? For next step, for next step, my x is same only, but n will become half. It means that I want to calculate, I want to calculate 2 power of 3 value. How to write 2 power of 3 value? That is nothing but 2 power of 1 whole square into 2. Right? So we want 2 power of 1 value, right? So to get this 2 power of 1 value, again you have to do the recursion. So do one more step here. So x is equal to 2 and this time n is equal to 1. And here, what is my result? I want 2 power of 1. It is nothing but 2 power of 0 whole square into 2 we have to do, right? Here, don't do into 2 initially, right? Right. So finally, what is 2 power of 0 value? If n is 0 means, what is the answer? 1 you will get. So what is my 1 square value? 1. So what is my result here? So my result is 1. Right? No, sorry, here. My result is 1 here. My result is 1. And if n is odd, power is odd. Here n is what? 1. 1 means odd power. If power is odd, then to this result, to this 2 power of 0 the result, you have to multiply x, which is 2. So what is my final result here? It will be 2. So what is my 2 power of 2, 1 value? 2. So take this value for previous step. So take this value for previous step. So what is my 2 power of 1 value we got? It is 2. So what's my result now? 2. So 2 into 2. We have to do the square here. So 2 square. So what is my result now? It is 4. My result is what here? It is 4. And what is my power here? Odd power. If it is odd power, multiply this result with this x. So 4 into 2. How much? 6. So this 6 denotes what? 2. Sorry, 4 into 2, how much? 8. So this 8 denotes what? 2 power of 1, 2 power of 2 whole square. Sorry, 2 power of 1 whole square into 2. Yes or no? Right? So I hope you are understanding what I am doing, right? Good. So here, 2 power of 3 is 8. Now take this result back to the previous step. So 2 power of 3, how much we got here? 8. 8. Sorry, 8. So 8 into 8. We have to do 2 power of 3 value 8, right? So square this. So 8 into 8, how much? That 64. So what is my result here? 64. And here power is not odd power. Then don't multiply 2 to this 64. So finally, my answer is what? 64. So I hope you understood this code here, right? So here, what if if power is negative? For example, I want to calculate what is the power value of x to the minus n. How to calculate this? So the idea is very simple. For negative powers, simply how to write negative power x to the power of minus n? You can simply write 1 by x to the power of n. We know how to calculate x to the power of n. So simply whenever negative power is given, convert that into positive power and calculate x to the power of n value by using binary exponentiation technique, and finally print 1 by that result. So this is what you have to do whenever negative power is given. So actually this topic I am explaining to solve question number 50 of the lead code. Yes or no? So code will be same, but small modification you have to do. That is, when the power is negative, that lines also you have to include here, right? So here directly I'm displaying the code for question number 50. So this is the code for question number 50. So please go through the code, right? So this last two lines I'm writing whenever power is negative. Whenever power is greater than 0 means positive, means directly answer is final result. Otherwise, if n is negative means 1 by that result. So you have understood the code also. So let us meet in the next challenge. So until then, please do watch my videos and please do subscribe.